back to my channel, ladies and gentlemen. So if you recall watching my previous video, we were looking to buy a 5-seater, 7-seater SUV for our family. I was aiming to get the SQ8, but we don't have any in stock, so I did get the next best thing. This is the 2023 Audi SQ8. So this is a twin-turbo V8, pumps around 500 horsepower. Of course, SQ7 there's a third-row seat, it's a bit longer, but the driving dynamics should be still the same. So if you guys are interested, let's get a quick coffee. So first off the bat, this is the 2023 Audi SQ8 V8 twin turbo, pumps around 500 horsepower. Miles per gallon combined will be around 17, so it's actually not that bad, right? Of course, there's different drive modes. There's the comfort, automatic, dynamic. This car does come with air suspension already in the car, and because when you get to this altitude, the SQ8, there's no more comfort, progressive, technic. They're all technic, but then you can actually add more options upwards. This is fairly loaded. Top view camera, adaptive cruise, head-up display, air suspension, all-wheel drive. It's got the 4-wheel steering as well. Only thing that this car really lacks is the massaging seats and the torque vectoring. Unless you really bring it to a track, you won't really feel the torque vectoring, so we can kind of dismiss that. Massaging seats, I think it's a must. If I'm ordering this car, I would definitely get massaging seats, because if you're going for longer drives, right, definitely good to have. Sunroof already comes with this car. Another thing that you can get would be the Alcantara interior on the top, which is very nice to have. It is add a bit of sportiness to it. And another thing that you can add is the B&O 3D speakers. So when you turn on the car, the speaker comes up, it kind of like elevates. Honestly, for the 4,500 Canadian price difference, unless you're really into music, it's not a huge difference. The car itself comes with B&O already, just not the 3D. To me, I think it's good enough. End of the specs, let's talk about the driving. This V8, honestly, insane. It is the best. I've driven a Q8 before. It's a V6, and that pumps around 340 horsepower. Okay for daily driving, but because of this car, of this caliber, it is a slightly heavier car. I think the V8 does it really good justice. There's good exhaust sound, but not too loud. You won't get sick of it. Gives you a good push, but not too violent. So even if you folks have kids at the back, it's actually really good. You do have an SQ7, I definitely recommend getting the 4-wheel steering, because if you do a quick turn or whatnot, there won't be any whiplash at the back, and the turning radius will be smaller too. Today is a wet day, so I believe it'll be a good day to test out the Quattro, right? Slightly slushy, but even on this like kind of slightly slushy road, I do feel the grip. This car has the air suspension package. When you go to different drive modes, if you go to dynamic, which I am right now, the exhaust opens up and the car actually sinks down, so you get better driving dynamics. If you go back to comfort, exhaust valves actually closes, so it's a slightly not as loud exhaust, and it will actually raise your car a bit higher too, so you'll get a more riding on the cloud feeling. Slightly got that RS6 vibe. Of course, the RS6 is more planted to the ground, lower, a bit more lighter, but interior-wise is very wide, so you do get more space interior-wise. The back seats, which I'll show you guys in a bit, it's got good back seats as well. Visibility AB pillar, it's more boxier shape, and because the Q8 is more of a sportback kind of looking SUV, there isn't much blind spots, which is very good. Direct competitors would be the GLC 53, X6, right? And then the Cayenne GTS. Won't be the turbo, because that'll be the RSQ8 territory. If you guys are interested, do let me know in the comments below. We can definitely take that for a ride another day. In Canadian, it'll be around 120,000 Canadian, and then plus luxury tax plus tax. So other than that, it comes around 150. It's typically a better price point than the other cars which I just told you about. Cayenne GTS will be pushing around 180, right? The GLC, I think it's around 160, 165, so that's slightly more. But that one has more options, same as the X6, the BMW. The car itself won't come as loaded as this. You will have to add different packages. This one, if you play on the Audi website, is pretty much loaded up. I just mentioned it's just missing the massage seats and the sport diff, and of course the Alcantara trim and the B&O 3D elevated speakers. Other than that, it pretty much has everything, right? Heated seats, heated steering wheel, heated front seats, heated back seats, ventilated front seats, Apple and Android wireless CarPlay. Pretty much has everything. That's so much fun. The feeling is amazing because for the car, this caliper, this weight, like you do feel the weight, but the agility just doesn't make sense, which is really hard to put in your mind because it's such an agile car. It just doesn't make sense that it can drive like this. When you push your accelerator down, it just goes. It's just and the whole car goes with you. That's the thing too. There's no lag. You don't feel any sliding with the quattro kicking in. And I'm actually surprised with a slushier road like today. It's actually performing really, really well. Steering wheel feels really, really tight and accurate. Honestly, driving this 2-ton car is not an easy task. I'm surprised the steering wheel is actually this nice because I know some cars, like the X5s especially, with a car of this caliber, when you turn, it's a really hard to turn. And with the all-wheel steering, it does shorten the turning radius. It makes it a lot more agile, right? It's just a really nice car to drive. I'm gonna go on the highway super quick just to test it out. You can tell I'm having so much fun. This car is crazy. Posing girl. It is so much fun. I've driven this. I've driven the RSQ8 as well. Honestly, RSQ8 is technically a detuned Urus. And this is a detuned RSQ8. Honestly, I have more fun driving this than an RSQ8. Main reason is the RSQ8 is around 90 horsepower more. But because it's got so much horsepower, it's harder to use all that in a daily basis. I think 500 horsepower is more than enough. Of course, for all you like crazy track people, sure, RSQ8 will be the best. On a daily driving, you can't really extract that 90 horsepower more because it's got so much power, it's got so much initial torque. If you're using that to a daily limit, you're gonna burn your brake speed, you're gonna burn your tire seat, you're definitely gonna get a speeding ticket no matter what. So honestly, and you're saving around 30 to 35,000 for going to SQ8 right now than the RSQ8, because if you include the taxes, the luxury tax, all that adds up, and that's around like 35,000 to 40,000 delta. So I think everyday driving, if you want a bit of a sportiness, SQ8 is more than enough. And for practicality as well, for the SQ8, the winter tires is actually not that bad. It's around, I think, 4,000 give or take for the winds and tires. But if you do the RSQ8, I think that's close to 8. So when you put everything into consideration, right? Truly, in my honest opinion, I think the SQ8 is a really good buy. Add the comments below. What do you guys think? Do you guys agree? Would you guys do this? Would you guys do the Cayenne, Mercedes, the Beamer? Let me know in the comments below. It's the usability. The MMI, because I'm used to this MMI, I think it's really nice to use. I like the dash layout. The Mercedes one, which is like very, very long. You get all the LED screen in one screen. But to me, I think that's a little too much. I like my dash at the front, so I know where I'm looking for. And this is for the GPS and whatnot. This is what I think is a better layout. I know it's all digital now, but it's slightly more clean. I can still see where's my speedometer, my tachometer. This is my multimedia MMI, and I like the haptic feedback. I like there's a good merge of buttons and touchscreens, right? So that is it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for watching this short video. Hopefully it did help you choose for your next performance SUV. If you have any comments or questions, do let me know in the comments below. I'm probably going to do more comparison videos of SUVs because my 911 is still in storage. If there's any particular brand or SUV you want to watch, do let me know in the comments below. Thanks again for watching. Have a great day, guys. Peace out.